Hey, babies. It's the queen. I'm trying to get live on both avenues. Okay, so I'm live on Facebook and I'm live on my YouTube channel. So first, I want to say thank everybody that's tuning in to the queen. I know I was supposed to be back already, but it's so much still going on in my move that I'm not back as of yet as far as my show, Amina, Amazing Mentors, Independently Nurturing Artists. But I will be back soon, I promise y'all. But today, A-Titan, love you, bro. But today I'm talking about racism for real and racism's ugly truth. Recently, this woman who follows the Queen's page was polite enough to tell me that I'm a racist. Now, mind you, she doesn't know me. She went off of one of my posts, and most of my posts on my Queen page, and all of you know, are things that I see in my feed and I share. So if I shared something that touched you to your bone and made you feel like I was wrong for pointing it out, then I need you to look in the mirror first and foremost and check yourself. Because nothing I post comes from out of my mouth. It all comes from things that I see and I share them because I really feel like they either touch me or they'll touch others. So I share it. So to that woman, and I call her Trump's little sister, boo thing, like I told you before, you're a horrible person, okay? And the fact that your brother is an officer, I feel like y'all are part of the problem, all right? All right. So now I'm going to get off of that topic and I'm going to move on to the topic that I have at hand. Peace to everybody, first and foremost. Like I said, today I'm talking about the ugly truth of racism, and this is just honest and real, okay? Me personally, I have Spanish friends, I have Dominican friends, I have some white friends, and where I live right now, trust and believe I couldn't be racist if I wanted to. Thanks for tuning in, Wise. Thanks for tuning in, Titan. Thank you again for tuning in. But I shared something about this black woman named Candace Owens. Now, she just came on my radar recently. I don't know who she is, but she had some type of newscaster type of show, and she was talking about how Colin Kaepernick is wrong for protesting the Pledge of Allegiance and the flag due to the fact that only 13 black people were killed this year. First off, wherever she's getting her facts from, she's wrong, first and foremost. And then she did another casting. She's talking about black people are victims because we choose to be victims. Right then and there, that made me say, okay, this woman, even though she's black, she must have grew up in a all-white neighborhood, or she's around a whole bunch of white people that are racist and teach her these things, because I'm going to be very honest. There, right now, are 13 black people that were killed this month alone. So I don't know where she's getting her statistics from. And let me be clear, most statistics are not true when it comes to black people. Because what they do is the amount of black people that they lock up during the month, they put that in as black people as far as criminals. That doesn't mean that those people are necessarily criminals. That just means those are the amount of black people that they harassed and arrested. And 9 times out of 10, they turn out to be innocent anyway. So her facts, Miss Candace Owens, whomever you are, and like I said, I know she has a good platform. She's wrong. She's wrong in almost everything that she said. And I'm gonna be honest, all black people are not good people. All white people are not good people. All police officers are not bad officers. And that's just first and foremost to be said, okay? Now, there are situations going on in the world that she touched on, like Colin Kaepernick. She said, oh, Colin Kaepernick is one of them out of work NFL players because of X, Y, and Z. Colin Kaepernick doesn't need the NFL. Colin Kaepernick is now the face of Ford. He's now the face of Nike. He's actually someone that's giving back to Africa. So he didn't need it. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of NFL players, and I'm being told this because they come from, and I don't watch football at all, so I'm just telling you what I've been told, is that a lot of NFL players, just like NBA players, they come from backgrounds where they're struggling. They're struggling. So they don't want to give up their $10,000 checks. I mean, their $10 million checks and their $10 million contracts or whatever the case may be, because they don't want to go back to struggling. They're putting what they want in front of the issues at hand, which is their choice. Totally their choice. Okay? You can't make or break anything. However, I'll be sharing this later. My husband shared something today where they were at this organization. They fired this one Mexican guy. Every Mexican on the plant decided, okay, this Mexican got fired. We're all going to quit. They're Mexican. They stand together. They stand unified more than a lot of other people. So for someone to come and tell me that I'm racist because I shared some posts that point out the fact that Black people do not get credit for the things that they invent, for the things that they do, for the times that they share. No, I'm not racist. Truth be told, before I got married years ago, I dated a white guy. I dated a Spanish guy. It is what it is. I don't see color and I don't see race. Let me be honest with you. Me personally, I'm not like everybody else. I don't see a Black race, a white race, a Chinese race. I see the human race. Because if I stab you, no matter what color you are, you're going to bleed. Okay? If I shoot you, no matter what color you are, depending on where I shoot you at, and me 9 times out of 10 it's a wig shot, you're going to die. So no, I personally don't see race. However, I do see trifling people in the races. There was a Chinese-owned hair shop, African hair shop, showed hair, grease, all of that stuff, right? The man that owned it and his wife, Chinese, they beat up this Black woman because they said she stole some eyebrows or eyelashes or whatever. I don't know. I don't wear that fake stuff, so forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't know what they are, but they said she stole it. So instead of calling the police on her or whatever the case, the man and his wife, they beat her up. Like they jumped her, they dragged her out the store. It was a whole lot. Chinese couple. So Black men in the neighborhood heard of what happened. They set up a boycott/protest in front of the store. That Chinese couple decided to say, okay, to prevent this boycott of our store, we're going to slash all the prices on our weaves and all our eyelashes and all our fake shit that these Black women like to come and spend all their money on. So they did such. So the Black women lined up a block away. Literally, the line went from the door to pretty much around the corner to come and buy those weaves because they were 50% to 75% off. And instead of them joining the protest of the Black people who were out there protesting because of this Black woman who got her ass whooped by these people, you know what these Black women did who were in line for their weaves and their eyelashes and shit? They started a fight with the Black people out there boycotting and protesting. See, these are the issues that I have a problem with. Black people don't know how to fully be unified. Okay? That's a situation that I can't change. I can speak on it, but I can't change it. But in no way do I say, okay, all of y'all Black people are just wrong. I believe that they're wrong because I feel like, look, if I see you out there protesting and I understand it's because a Black woman got her ass whooped for stealing some eyelashes, I'm not going to say, oh, well, they weaves is 50% off. I need me a weave. I'm going to join that protest because that's wrong. That could have been you. That could have been your daughter. That could have been any other woman in the world. And us Black people don't know how to stick together. And that's just truth be told. It's not just your family members. It's not just your friends. It's literally Black people truly do not know what's the word? I can't think of the word right this second. It's taken away from me. But Black people truly don't know how to stick together. Hey, Dub, appreciate you tuning in. We don't know how to stick together. We don't know how to be unified. We don't know that what of us affects us all. All we constantly say is, oh, that wasn't in my house. That wasn't my sister. That wasn't my brother. It don't affect me. It affects you because it can be you later. Point blank, period. So yes, I appreciate the fact that when they fired that Mexican man at that company, that every Mexican that worked there quit. I appreciate that. I noticed that Mexican people can all live in one house and be unified. Black people, we can't live together. We don't even know how to walk down the street and not give each other the up and down. Like, oh my God, what's she looking at? We don't even know how to do that. And this is why we are failing. I watched a video that basically talked about how there is a Chinese store, an Arabian store, liquor store on every corner, not Black owned, in the Black hoods. Do you see any Black stores in the Chinese neighborhoods? There's a Chinatown in every single city. How many Black stores do you see in those Chinatowns? None. Because they wouldn't buy from us. They could care less to buy from us. They support their own. but we don't know how to support each other. Point blank, period. So at the end of the day, for that woman, Trump's little sister is what I'm gonna keep calling her, to call me racist, I'm not racist. I just point out the issues. I point out the facts. I point out the things that I see. And if they touch you to heart, then maybe it's something that you should look inside yourself and change and fix. But at the end of the day, I support everybody. Because like I said, I believe in the human race. Unfortunately, I don't truly shop at the Korean stores and get the hair weaves and all of that stuff. I went to the African braiding shop. They already had this hair. They put it in my head and whatever the case may be. But I damn sure would not go to the Chinese store and get it. If anything, I'm going to find a black-owned African shop, see if I can grab me some hair when I get my braids or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, we as black people, the black dollar spends. It's just unfortunate that the black dollar doesn't spend in the black community. Because when you see something black owned, 9 times out of 10 is, oh, you know somebody that ate there? Because I ain't going to try that. But you'll eat at the Chinese store. You don't know if you're eating dog, cat, rat, or pigeon. But you're going to go get you some General Tso's chicken, some chicken and broccoli. You don't know what that shit is, but you eating it. You're supporting other than your own. Again, yes, Titan, this is why Black Wall Street cannot exist today. And when Black Wall Street did exist, the government tore it down. Because what we keep failing to realize is the government is white run. It ain't got shit to do with Trump, because even when Obama was in, the government is white owned, white run. Because even though as the president, you get 4 years, and if you're reelected again, you get another 4 years, you get a total of 8 years. The Republicans and Democrats in them seats, they've had them seats for 20, 30, 40 fucking years. They don't have to get up. They retire after a while, but normally those seats and those votes are to those white people that do the white power signs at the damn at their little news positions or whatever the case may be. So as I said, we do have a lot of Uncle Tom ass people in those situations. And that new woman that just came on my radar, Candace Owens, she's one. For her to say Colin Kaepernick had no way, okay, to be protesting because black people aren't dying like that. Only 16 black people were killed by police this year. That's bullshit. I know 16 black people that was killed by police in Philadelphia alone this year. So you're not going to tell me only 16 black people were killed by police. And it's not about just police killing black people, because police are killing who they want to kill. I seen a video of these police literally tasing this white man to death in front of his mother and father. Literally he was an older white man, so his parents were a lot older than he was. I mean, they were old as hell. So what it is we have racists everywhere. And we're not standing up unified as the human race, let alone as black people or Spanish people or Mexican people or Indian people. We're not standing up. We're literally just cowering down. Just like the government destroyed Haiti's economy. The government destroys everything they want. Just like the 9/11. For all of y'all that, oh my God, 9/11 just passed. But let me be very clear. 9/11 was not done by Saddam Hussein. It was done by Bush or who the hell else was, whoever he was in office. They set all of that up, and the person who owned those towers that got insured, he was paid out his ass. Okay, and those towers did not lean and fall if something hit them. They went straight down as a demolition. Y'all need to watch and read and pay attention. Like literally, y'all need to read. Y'all need to stop watching these documentaries and things of that nature, because honestly, the same people that's doing these crimes are the same people setting up these documentaries because they tell you what they want you to know. These are the same people trying to tell you that Christopher Columbus discovered America. You cannot discover something where people already inhabit it. But this is the government we live in, and these are the things that they teach us. So for those who would like to say the queen is racist, if that's your opinion to me, then that's your opinion to me. But believe you me, people who know me, like my best friend Judy. Judy, I love you. Judy is Dominican. She's from Cuba. We're like this. My girl Trina, she's Dominican. I mean, you know, I have more black friends than white friends or Spanish friends, but that's just because I grew up in the hood. But again, there's not a bunch of races. There's one. The human race. And until we figure that out and realize that we're always going to have issues. Okay. Truly. Twin Towers was a bombing. I've seen the evidence. I've seen the evidence too. But like I said, Titan, people hear and people just believe. People don't read for themselves. And the greatest saying is, if you would like to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. And that's because people rather watch TV, hear a tape, instead of opening that good old fashioned book and reading. Dead serious. So, unless you're a reader like me, and trust me, I'm a reader. Listen, born and raised in a Muslim household. All we did was read. That's why I became a writer. Y'all can have y'all discussion, comment, inbox me. It don't matter. But believe you me, if you're going to inbox me to say something fly like that woman did telling me I was a racist, believe you me, the queen, I'm a person. I will inbox you back. I'm not going to be belligerent because that's not who and what I am or that's not who and what I'm trying to be. But like I said, I'm from the hood. So don't let the pretty face fool you, okay? So before you comment, make sure that you think about it and you erase it and you retype it and you think twice. But I'm not about the racist or the race card. I'm about right is right and wrong is fucking wrong. And Colin Kaepernick has every right to protest, and so does everything else. And they keep saying he's against the veterans. You know how many veterans I see on the street begging for a fucking dollar? Why y'all not helping them? Because y'all don't care about the veterans. Y'all want to use excuses. I'm not an excuse maker. Real trap. Okay? So if you want to help, stand up for what's right. Not about the color. Because like I said, police aren't just killing black people. They're killing anybody they fucking want to. Okay? So, I'm going to go. It's Sunday. I'm helping my little one do her project because like I said, we're all about school up in here and reading and knowing. And yes, it is Sunday and she's still doing some homework. But that's just because she got a project due. And I got Amina, Amazing Mentors, Independently Nurturing Artists. I will be back soon. I will be doing a commercial for when I'm coming back. I just got a lot going on and I'm trying to get myself together. Malcolm X said it's best. Library card is the best credit card. And it truly is. Your library card is the best. So y'all, that's why they're trying to close the libraries, because the real history and the real facts is in the libraries. The truth is in these books. Crack them open. Read something. Stop saying, oh, well, I saw this documentary or I saw this, because you seeing it is nothing. You need to read it. You need to read it from the people who were truly there. And y'all need to understand the government has their own plans on shit. And they don't plan for black people to ever have their own. That's why when people come here from different countries, that's why they get money. And we've been here our whole life and they want to complain that we try to get welfare. Okay, well, can you give us 50 grand when we turn 18 in, like you doing these people that's coming in from these different countries? Because that's what they getting to open up, and they getting money to open up their own businesses. They make us jump through hurdles and loops to get a loan, and then they want to give you an interest rate of like 47%, which means really? Can we really open some shit, or are we already in debt and got to get a job and already pay that shit back? So at the end of the day, black people support each other. Seriously. Open, like literally, I've seen black companies open in black communities. They'll open a fried chicken ring. Nobody will go there, but you'll go to KFC. Do you know who the fuck opens? You know who runs KFC? No, you don't, but you shopping there. But then you'll see, like I saw, a video of maggots in the beans and rice. But yet y'all still going there. And then do you know who owns McDonald's? Actually, let me be I watched the documentary or the movie of how McDonald's started. McDonald's was a family-owned company by two brothers. A white man felt like he could run it better than these two brothers. And he not only stole McDonald's from the two brothers, he stole one of the brothers' wives. Yet, McDonald's is everywhere. Everywhere. And y'all still shopping there. Even though I read a news article about a little girl who now has a disease around her mouth because these two white workers decide to put their jizz all over her McChicken sandwich. And yet y'all still eating there. Be careful because you don't know what's in the secret sauce. So again, like I said, learn to support your own. If white people want to support white people, fine. Black people, you need to learn how to support black people. Chinese people, they got Chinatown in every single city, as I said before. So Chinese people already stick together. And everybody talk about all Mexicans live in the same house and there be 30 Mexicans in the car. At least the fuck they are supporting and uniting with each other. So instead of always talking about people, we need to take a play out of their playbook and learn how to band together and unite. Because maybe if we did, we wouldn't have that many black people dying in these streets. And we would actually get some of these trifling, unorthodox police and government officials out of offices and out of our communities. You understand what I'm saying? But this has been the Queen. I'm sorry, I've been talking to y'all for like 20 minutes, and y'all know I don't normally talk that long, but I love y'all to death. And like I said, y'all are welcome to inbox Queen Amina at any time. I'm open to any type of communication. If it's something that you want me to talk about, a topic or whatever the case may be, inbox me. I will definitely talk about it. But I had to talk about this because this white woman literally came on and told me I was a racist because I shared some stuff about how black people create things and never get the credit. I'm not a racist. I got too many friends of different or ethnicities to be racist, and I love them all. So if you don't know the queen, don't come for the queen, because the queen will come back. Okay. Love y'all all to death. Deuces. Appreciate you. Mwah. Share me, because y'all know I'm always in Facebook jail. Peace.